not working. Cleaning her windows and vacuuming.
Not for long.
Right. Fight with him much longer.
No summer cleaning.
Yes. Get that carpet clean.
Oh yeah.
About a million times. All right. There you go.
This is my area. This whole hall.
You look
all
so
the classrooms
happy.
plus the offices.
You look so happy.
The longer the night goes on, the longer the hall gets.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
I gotta go get my big dust mop.
All right.
Where was the water?
On the right, stop. See it? You're stepping in it.
Where?
You're right in it.
Oh, right there. I'll get that when I come down
You're
here.
stepping in your own spill.
I like the story room with mop and pail.
Your big room, huh?
Yeah, it's like a closet in there.
Where are we?
Oh, this is the principal's office. She's a very nice lady. But I already told her that I'll be glad when I'm not doing this work anymore. This is supposed to be like a little cougar. That's our mascot of this school. And this picture is the one that Sandy made to give to our principal here.
Where's her candy stash?
The apple's empty.
Did you eat all that?
Yes, and whenever we run out, I always just leave a candy alert notice on her desk.
Oh, that's nice. She's a nice principal.
But I don't care if she doesn't fill it anymore now. I've seen there's only 2 days left.
Yeah. It looks like a busy office.
This is the office. Copy machine are back there in that room. This is his office.
Petey Weedy.
Yeah, and he doesn't, look at that, I was just in here and cleaned up these black marks and he got them all over the floor again.
Oh, leave him a note.
I'm always leaving notes.
Yeah, that's better. Did you get it off the black marks?
Yeah, I got it off.
Teachers in the hall.
I'm going to run down here real quick and mop that boy's john. I want you to film Lisa King. One of the teachers, this teacher here, and this is Mary Lee.
Hi.
These teachers live here.
Yeah, when you put
No, it's really called dedication. So what were you saying to keep this on camera? What were you saying, Mary?
All I can do is giggle. Thanks a lot. No, I said that you don't have to go in there for anything.
God love Mary. She stays here till the 11th hour, but she said, Pat, never mind my room. I'll take care of it myself.
And if you look at it today, you'll be glad I said
I'm not going in there.
Have you been to my room yet?
Yeah, you changed it around. Looks nice.
Oh.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm so happy to get out of this hell that they call Boys John.
What'd you used to call this place?
The shithole.
In a wastebasket at one time?
Oh, the kids decided to take a big one in there.
Mary's happy.
They smoke all over here and throw their cigarette butts in the sink. And then they urinals. Throw cans in the toilets.
Wow.
They're a nice bunch.
Long old haul, and this is just halfway.
Here I come like a train.
Yeah, woo, woo.
Boy, these white floors are really a treat to do, believe me.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine white tile in a school? They're nuts.
We know it. Broke our back a lot of times on these floors. But looks good. Oh,
Yeah, light yellow.
yeah.
Hard to keep them.
See that old long floor with halls, and the halls look pretty darn good.
Hi.
Hi. It's a long old hall.
Yeah.
All right.
Keys.
Clean them up. Well, you eating? You're the first one alive.
They say it's served, I eat.
What time?
Delicious luncheon.
Goodbye, Roseville Schools by Pat Pat. Isn't that apropos? That's very thought-provoking. Now to turn a new chapter in life, I look forward to fun and little strife. As I bid all adieu, I have a few words for some of you. John Clement, now don't you lament. As the man on the board that can lower the boom, I shall never forget that afternoon in the boys' locker room. For all of you with a risen brow, John and I have a solemn vow. Let me tell you, it was hot in that locker. Joseph's really true Joe, that it's all in the name. Now comes Frank Mancina, showing to be so firm and gruff, but in truth, he is really nice green puff. Becky Basil, willing to lend an ear for a long while. Becky, I shall never forget that $1 million smile. Then comes Mr. Massey, known as Danny. He really enjoyed working on my Danny. Wait, you got this close. There we go. Take a look at that. Never to hurt a feeling, of course. I'll remember the beautiful blue eyes of John Phelan. She didn't write that right. Claudia has a side that can really be funny, but certainly frowns if she finds it less funny. The glass apple was so very handy. I want to thank you for the great stash of candy. Now there is Petey, who is such a sweetie. Yes, and by golly, he does fear Molly. I don't know if any of you know about Molly. She's my alter ego, and sometimes she slips out. I think Pete, he says, who's coming in? Is it Pat or Molly? And for all of my co-workers that I had, leaving you makes me feel sad. To keep these administrators on their feet, remember that ASME will never be beat. As I have read this poem from above, I leave with you all of my love. Thanks, guys.
And we want to thank all of you for a wonderful year, and hope that all of our retirees will be coming back to visit us over the next few years.
We will.
I'll take you out to lunch periodically if you show up.
We'll definitely be back then, Claudia.
Look at this.
How'd you do it? Carefully, right? Uh-oh.
what she looks like. Remember that. Yeah, what about, oh, from London?
Yeah.
That's how they dress over there. There's a lot everywhere, like in England.
Well, eat, Michael.
I'm not going to ears. I don't have a good excuse.
We're going to get some meat.
I'd have to find you.
The only thing is the earrings and stuff like that can get undone, but not the tattoo.
That's two for
Go get the bird. How do I drive?
with this hand.
Christy! Christy! Did you drive from Florida? Me too!
What are you doing?
Well, this is over there with Danielle.
Oh, get that, did you?
Danielle!
What's the name?
Danielle!
Where is she?
Right here.
Come here, Danielle!
Hi.
Come here!
Hey, no fighting today. You gotta
Whitney!
like everything else, you gotta share. One boy.
Whitney, bring the stroller! Here, Danielle. Get over here. This is from Brenda and Christy. No, now you give it back. Give it back. I just want it. Look, $15. Now you got money. Tell Brenda and Christy thank you.
I think you could just wrap it from here on down.
Ooh, good job.
You can put it all the way up on your arm anyway.
I got her one.
Take out one for you, just on the hand.
Now wait, this is Danielle's turn.
Danielle's fourth birthday.
Hold it up!
What is it? Oh,
Wipe it off.
I believe it.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know.
Just leave them laying
Let's
around.
put it on.
Wow, that's cool, Danielle.
you like that?
Okay, give me the lid.
Grab another one, rip it open.
Okay,
Now you can open this.
no, wait, don't open that one
Where's that
yet.
from?
Nana and Papa. This is from Nana and Papa.
How do you care for?
Yeah, I'm giving them all to
It's upside down.
you.
That way. Oh, is that cute? Is that your picture?
Oh, let's see it.
Here,
Danny's turned into photographer on us.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to win big bucks.
Good, too.
You can open that one.
I get a lot of comments on that one she gave me.
Open the pot, Mommy.
Yeah.
Yes,
This
honey.
way.
Got tape stuff.
There you go.
I want the box back.
Look it.
Oh,
Oh, that's it.
yeah, Nana made them.
Nana made you your shoes.
And Aunt Tina.
They open this one.
me on your little...
That's how it is.
Wait, please.
I couldn't do it without you.
There, Danielle.
Put them in the back, Blake. Mom wants her box back.
Whitney. Whitney.
Whitney.
Whitney.
Sit down and don't fall.
Hi. Blake.
Paper. Whitney, wait.
She's too excited to watch
Wait a
the
minute, wait a
present.
minute. I know.
To the hell with a camera.
What is it, Danielle?
What is it?
Oh, look at
Cow dress.
it. Do you like that?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Danielle, Nana made that.
Look at the cow dress. Ain't that pretty?
Yeah. That's what I glued to the puzzle.
There, hold it this way. Page for Danielle. Dee, where's the music?
Oh, page 1.
Oh,
Who's that from?
Michelle and David and the girls.
Blake, that's why Blake was good here in your room.
Who's this from?
Lori and the kids.
Yeah.
She already opened this. We brought it.
hey, Sam. Hi, baby.
We brought it because I had
Oh, she says, get away from there. I got my mommy.
Come on, Amanda.
You missed, Amanda.
Okay, go on, Danielle.
What are these?
Ooh, that's a hair bow. And a necklace. No, Paige.
Let me see it, Danielle.
Show Nana. Hold it up to Nana.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, what's the thing?
Sidewalk chalk. Woo! Chalk.
You know what?
Lift.
Maybe that's what it is.
Where's that other
Come
thing?
here. It's in there. Yeah. Come here.
Oh, in there?
I think.
Wait.
Amanda, let Danielle open it.
There. Look, Danielle. Ooh, look. So you got money too. Balls off. Hey. $5. Woo! More perfume. Yeah, did you see your money?
She likes that makeup.
Yeah.
She's more interested in the
Okay.
makeup.
I would take that money. Underwear.
Well, that's what you do to Matt.
Woo!
Oh, that's pretty.
Sure. So happy. Sure. Okay, put them back. That's it. No candy. No, you're missing this. Careful. In the box.
That's
a
jewelry
box for your necklace. Wait a minute.
Don't pull the doll off.
Ooh, a little jewelry box. Little jewelry box.
Blake.
Mom, you want it down too? Wait a minute, you guys. You're going too fast here. Open that one.
Wait till he starts with these golfing curtains.
Are we open?
Where's Paige?
Right there.
Well, it's hard to tell.
Where are the things?
This is Danielle's turn to open it.
Here.
Put it down. It's not yours.
Burning game. That one. This is that one. This is
Okay, turn her around.
here.
No, you can see it all when we get a picture.
Checking
It's
her
the same
out.
time we got it home. What is it, Danielle? Book.
Look.
More book.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Lots of books.
Barbie, come over here.
Red.
Join the party.
No red's here. The next camp.
This is Danielle.
Come on, there's room for you.
Beer.
Careful. Wait a minute. The box is taped.
What?
So they can bring beer in here?
You can drink beer here.
What do you got?
Lion King dress.
No, I will, guys.
I wonder what he was snooping around with there.
Okay, a sweatshirt.
Have animals.
Yeah, then you can win.
I did it too.
Okay.
Nope, I think that's it, honey.
I like that dress so much. I wish I could find one.
Look at that.
Oh, it's pretty.
You can have all the back.
Oh, look, hey. And a pantsuit. Woo! Here, let Grandma have this box. This one she didn't ruin.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you gotta work, and I will make it work where you make the money.
That's not even. No, they were. Now stand up and tell everybody thank you.
Center of the table.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Woo! Okay.
Oh, well.
Selling a
Mommy,
bagel.
That's gonna do it.
One of the kids found a couple. I got it. Somebody needs one. I do. You need one? You got the one I paid for in
Yeah, it's in my purse. I know.
Black money.
All right, let's do the cake and then we'll go on the range.
All right. Wait.
Go on there. The cake.
There you go.
Make it cool.
You can make it the way you want.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Make it how you want it. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You don't want me to do that?
I keep it.
Let her do it.
Good job. No, use all of them. Here, give me a break. Do this.
No.
Put my hands out.
One time a day, just a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
4 years old.
Wow. Turn the cake around.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday.
he's good. He don't have his fingers on the cake yet.
She already did. I got him. Hey, does anybody want cake now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sprinkles.
You want to eat cake now, or you want to go see the animal?
Well, how come you cry when I hold you and you ain't crying when they feed you? Yes.
Are you gonna ride the train? Okay, somebody waiting for the
Piss
train.
her off. She'll gouge you.
Danielle! Where's Sarah? Oh, there she is.
Train coming?
Amanda!
More than once, but it's usually for grabbing something else.
Wait a minute, let me get Bucky. Get out of the way, I want to get Bucky.
Happy birthday. Are you happy for her? Pretty soon Sarah's gonna have a birthday too. Are you happy, Danielle? Yeah. Here we go. Where's your daddy? Get way back your dad. Do you like them elephants? Oh, yeah.
Clean them up.
You're not supposed to feed them, right? You're not supposed to give it to them in your hand. First looks nice and fresh and neat. All right, come on, let's go see another animal. Look at the monkeys. You guys see the monkeys? He's been out in the sun too
What
long.
do they call them, our ancestors?
Look at the monkey. Let's go look at the
And I think Hayes wants to take a nap.
No, Amanda.
Share with Grandma. Go on. Give it to her.
Got open a little bit. Got open a little bit.
Christopher, don't fall. Be very careful.
Sam went with Uncle Chris to get up on top of the rock.
Oh, good.
Come on, Sam. Come on.
Walk on the rock. Oh.
So it's good. So is he. Or her.
See, they normally have it full of water, I think.
There it is, CJ. Wow. Look at it.
These are huge, man.
Yeah.
Get the rat while I catch you must keep it moving.
Down, Paige. Sarah, go down so we can go see another animal. Sit down. No, look at the straight wall.
The way it is considered, whoever gets knocked on the ground first loses. So that's then we lay him off. Who's the first one on the ground?
Are you having fun, Amanda? Yeah? Samantha, say hi.
Hi, Brenda. See, I don't know. I'm looking at the animals.
Say hi.
Easy thing.
Don't have no
It goes in the water.
I don't have no feet anyway.
No, I don't.
It has to roll.
Just the seal again, you guys.
Well, kick flap those feet. Go on in the water.
Yeah. Yeehaw!
Break your ankle.
Giddy up, giddy up.
One's right there.
Yeah, two of them.
There's one there.
Let's go in. Let's go in, guys. Let's go get them.
Get that old
I'm not going in, I'm sticking my hand in. Sam! Hey!
Sarah! What'd you do that for, Sarah?
I think we got this.
Come on, Paigey.
Yeah, well, let's fix this over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna picture Paige.
Off of there. Zoo.
Tiring. Hot.
How was the zoo, Chris?
What?
How was the zoo?
Same as
What's your
others.
Nana?
All right.
Nana, look
Danny,
What's the animals here?
how was the zoo?
Nana, look it. Here's shark too.
Back in the bag until we get
Oh,
home.
just lovely, Mother.
I don't
Brenda?
want to come back all the time.
Oh, I bet. Honey?
Very nice. We'll come back every 30 years or so.
Verge?
What?
How was the zoo?
Tiring. It was fine.
Great. Let's do it again. Ready?
30, 40 years from now, yeah.
Maybe 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Maybe with the great grandkids.
Then I get a real taste.
Yeah.
Let's go. Where's Michael?
Yeah, when the old days, nobody had no money. Hey! We lived in Florida at the time. We went to Georgia and got married in Georgia. And time like that, all the singing.
Hey!
Harold was in the Air Force and he was there.
Do you like that? What is that? Paige, what is that? Is that a seal? Okay. What is it? Tiger tooth? Put it on your finger. I want to see what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Isn't that great? You like this?
ring.
Wow. You're not going to lose it, are you?
Red ring. It's $4.
We got so many blow up things.
$4. He said $4.
What else? Okay.
Everybody smile.
You going to sing a song?
Yeah.
Sing Barney.
Jesus loves the little children of the world? Huh? Huh? What are we going to sing? Huh? What are we singing?
Sing.
Huh?
Just start.
Bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do, yo? Bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, bimbo, does your mommy know that you're going down the road to see little girl, yo? Bimbo is a
Danielle, where are you?
road line. Every time he passes by, the always live.
Your arm pinch.
Bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, bimbo. Now Bimbo is a little boy.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get on Papa.
I know, you guys all love Papa. You all love the Papas. Come on, Paige. Get up in the middle.
Now you know there's no way you can do that. Amanda! Yeah, and Sam doesn't like sharing.
Don't hurt Sam. No, she don't.
Oh, what's the matter, Sam? She don't want anybody else on there. Come on.
Well, Billy, what do you think of your mother retiring now?
Oh, no. I don't know what she's going to do next. She's got something planned. We don't know just yet. We'll see.
My name is Becky Basil, and I am extremely happy to welcome all 450 some of you to Celebration 95. This is, if you will, one of our very largest graduating classes, and in order to be sure that we have time to shine the starlight on each of them appropriately, we're going to change the format of this evening a little bit. and do a little talking before dinner is served. Part of what we need to do, because of the numbers tonight, is sort of keep each other on track. I resisted the urge to get a bell in here and ring it every 55 minutes or so. Instead, we're going to try to start a little early, and then we have Carol here, who has spent most of her professional life trying to keep us all on track. So if anybody can do it, she can. Before we start, a couple quick thank yous, we're going to practice using time wisely. We're not going to applaud till I get all done. But I want to read you the list of names of people who put this party together. Each year we see the very lovely accomplishment of a committee that works hard, very, very hard. Their names are Dee Calder, Van Coulter, Virg Hansen, Lois Lazinski, Loretta McLaughlin, Ivana Petrozello, Sue Salam, Lynn Sloan, David Van Houten, and Ann Rubel. I also want to acknowledge Ken Bell, who's going to do music again for us this evening, one of our very own. And also a special thank you to 3 of our unions here in the district who, along with the school district, helped to underwrite the cost of this party. That would be the Ask Me Local, number 732, the Roseville Principals Association, and the Roseville Federation of Teachers. Thank you all very much. And now to get us officially started, introduce you to the superintendent of the Roseville School, Mr. John Kmet.
I believe we're officially started once Becky was up here. I want to thank Becky for all the work that she has done, not only this year, but every year. This is my 7th year as superintendent. I've gone through 3 assistant superintendents. Becky has been there the longest, and I hope she stays forever. Not that I don't appreciate Carol, because I always will, or Leroy, but I'm just glad that one has stayed longer than 2 years. There's a number of people that are going to be recognized tonight. I would like to recognize some of the past retirees. If there are any retirees here in the audience that have retired more than 15 years, will you please stand? I know Ray Taylor's out there, so he's... Mr. Sherpa. Any retirees that have more than 10 years of a good life in retirement, please stand. Will all the rest of the retirees please stand and be recognized? There is a number of reasons that people retire. Usually it's you've reached the time that you decide that you want to retire. This year, I'm not quite sure why we have so many. Someone told me it was the incentive that Governor Engler put in, but I'm not sure if that's the truth or not. At this point, I'd like to introduce the President of the Board of Education, Mr. Joe Steelen. Would you please come on up?
Thank you, told me this has to be very, very quick because myself and John Lessig stand between you eating dinner. So I'd like to very quickly introduce the Board of Education, who's all good to be here this evening. Mr. Bob Leinecker, Vice President. Bob. Marco Santina's on the way. I'm not sure if Mark's here, but Mrs. Santina's here. Barbara Pingle. Teresa Denay. Judy Hartwell. where each year I've been asked to say something nice about John Lessig. And I hate to give up that time. John had a tough life. Growing up was difficult when, for some reason, his family packed his lunch every day in a road map. And it was tough growing up. His family moved 7 times. John found them each time. And it was a little difficult when the house caught fire one night. His family ordered him to his room. And recently there was a fire at his home, and his entire book collection was gone. And it was sad because he hadn't even colored in one of them yet. And John was quite an athlete in football. You know, he put his head down and he butt heads with the people on the other side of the line every time. To this day, many of his students refer to him as old butthead. In closing, because we said we'd make this brief, and I don't want to give him too much time to retaliate. John has been a great friend and a comfort to many, but then so has X-Lax. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Roseville Federation of Teachers, the ever popular John Lessig. You're using your time on the way up here, John.
Joe has just proved an old axiom in the entertainment business. It's real tough to do jokes in a crowd that isn't drunk yet. When I came in, I asked Becky if we could hold this material over till at least after dinner so that you have a few drinks in you. So I'm not sure how well this stuff is going to go with you tonight. Usually you're half plastered before we get into this material. And I know all the old retirees, it doesn't take them as long to get there as it does us younger kind of guys. But before I begin my presentation, I'd like to extend my congratulations to all of the former retirees that were able to crawl back here this evening and celebrate with us. Make sure you keep the bar open while this is going on, would you please? And especially to those 30-some people that are scheduled to retire this evening. As Joe indicated, or Becky indicated, this is our largest graduating class, I think, in the history of the school district. And we must give credit to all of those individuals for their wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and perception to take that step into retirement. We'd also like to extend our thanks to Governor Engler, the Republican legislature, and the Michigan School Board Retirement Association for making this all possible tonight. Because if you don't get out this year, it may not be worth your while to get out at all. Again, my congratulations to the teachers, the secretaries, the principals, and other non-certified people that are retiring this evening. I extend on behalf of myself and the Roseville Federation of Teachers wishes for a long and happy and fruitful retirement. And now to the task at hand. First of all, I'd like to thank Joe for that very, very stirring introduction this evening. Joe does such a fine job. For those of us that are counted among Joe's friends, we're able to call him Joe. Among those of us, a much smaller group who are his real close friends, we're able to call him Big Joe. For those of us who are in the inner circle, we're able to call him Big Joe. Still larger group of employees in the district are able to turn to this fine, outstanding gentleman and refer to him as Uncle Joe. And yet a far greater number of employees in the school district are able to lovingly turn to him and call him Dad. Seriously. Joe has beat up on me for years, and since Joe and I could not be around here much longer, I thought that this year would be an appropriate time for us to be serious about our board president. Joe is one of the senior Board of Education members in Macomb County. He has been with our board for 20-some years. He's got more seniority than half the staff. And I think in all good common sense, it's time to pay tribute to this guy. Now, you all know me, I can't say a kind word about the super, or the Board of Education president. Sorry, Jack. But I was fortunate this year, the AFT convention this year, or this past summer, was in Anaheim. And the delegates went out to Anaheim, and we came in the week after the ASK convention. That's the Association of School Superintendents. And as I came into the convention hall, they were tearing down some of the booths from the ASK convention. And I ran into one of their public relations people that had a display there. And I struck up a conversation with the gentleman, and I asked what he had done the previous week. He said he was there selling media kits for school superintendents. Education. Tributes, PR gimmicks, package material that you can send out to your community to make your board president look good and your superintendent look good. And he explained to me that the superintendents the week before we got there had written a special tribute to their board presidents. And he shared that tribute with me, and I took the copy, I read it, and I was really deeply moved. So I brought the tribute back. At our first executive board meeting in September, I presented that tribute to our executive board, and by a unanimous vote, that tribute was adopted. And I'm here this evening to present that special tribute to our board president, Joe Steeman. By the way, that executive board meeting was the meeting where we picked the 3 principals that we were going to harass this year. So I'm going to ask, just for my information, with the 3 principals who think they've been harassed the most, the Federation, please stand up. Oh, I thought I'd get better results than that. We'll have to do a new motion next year on that. But now, again, in all seriousness, I'd like to read this tribute. And it's written in superintendent ease and educational ease, so you have to pay close attention, if you will. The title of it is Special Tribute to a Board of Education President. Special tribute to insert name. Special tribute to Board President Joe Steeman. Tonight, we have congealed as 3 to look at the precipitous carryover that we don't know isn't there. I'm thinking at all of you and see the tumulus flying down as I know there has been. He didn't card from blue silver cents. No self-tack he wasn't and will not. There has been times when no brains could grasp the feel and the flow. Oh, I am sure that he varies. But how many know about the bits spent oiling the spread and jelly? Help that he knew was in prison. Over and over, doors were piped into the heavenly gland. When no 2 fleeties wanted to stop, where was the plug? I don't know, do you? I think not. Can we sit civilly between Zemo flows back with us on the silver fragile? No. Let us back together and give this man what he loves. Give him limos for passing to go over and down. Not any, for I am the sake you may want. In congratulation, may he settle in, and how the formula steps will take a flowing and build up as he span dips times among us. The lay people and the ones he loves. Joe, congratulations. I'm now going to turn this back over to Ms. Basil, I assume. Thank you very much for your attention, and everybody have a good time tonight.
Another articulate and compelling presentation by Mr. List. Carol, we need you to kind of elevate the level of things here. I am happy, very happy always to be able to present Carol. She has honored us in the past by taking this part of the program over and continues to do that. We have, as our theme this evening, Stardust Memories. And she's going to walk through memories with all of our retirees this evening. Carol, if you come up, I have a presentation for you before the evening begins. We thought that this would be a perfect combination of the theme of the evening and the stature in which you're viewed by this entire district. I know I would have bet she'll never put it on her head, at least not until later maybe. She deserves it. And if you don't already know why, in a few minutes you will. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carol Condroni.
Before I came up, I asked Frank Mancina while I was talking to go to the bar and get a whiskey and water, so that when I finished this first part of the presentation, I'd have some liquid refreshments. Maybe after 2 or 3 of those, I may be tempted. Making the decision to retire is very difficult for most people. You think about it a lot. You often have sleepless nights. You worry about whether or not you'll have enough money. You worry about how you'll fill your time. And you're concerned about a loss of identity. After all, you've spent 20, 30, 40 years being Mr. John or Miss Jane Doe, teacher, secretary, cook, custodian, bus driver, lunchroom supervisor, counselor, principal. When you're retired, you have no job to define you. And so though you anticipate a different lifestyle and the freedom retirement provides, there remains a bit of trepidation, a bit of uneasiness about embarking on this next phase of your life. Retirees in 1995, like those of us who are already enjoying retirement, made their decision after considerable deliberation and came to the conclusions that they were ready to retire and knew it was time. Maybe some of you read the book, It's Time to Retire When. But if you haven't, let me quote from Herb Cavell's book. This book was a gift to my husband from his secretary before he retired. And I'm sure Lois Wazinski was not trying to convince Tom it was his time. But then again, knowing Lois. Here's some of what Herb Cavell said and some equally appropriate additions from pre-1995 retirees. It's time to retire when everyone can operate the computer but you. It's time to retire when you hear yourself say, we already tried that and it didn't work. It's time to retire when you keep forgetting. You surround yourselves with appointment books, diaries, calendars, and Franklin planners, and still forget. It's time to retire when you're the only one who remembers the staff party of 19, you fill in the blank. It's time to retire when you write notes on slips of paper and then forget where you put the slips. It's time to retire when your boss is younger than you. It's time to retire when your kids are through college and probably earning more money than you are. It's time to retire when everyone's taste in music is different from yours. It's time to retire when anything less than a quarter isn't worth bending over to pick up. It's time to retire when you dream about warm, faraway places for at least half the day. It's time to retire when it's always cold at work and you're never quite comfortable without a sweater. Hit home, eh? It's time to retire when you tell war stories and your coworkers ask which war. It's time to retire when you feel like the morning after and you can swear you haven't been anyplace. It's time to retire when, and each retiree could fill in the blanks of how he or she knew it was time, and there may be many clues they can share with you who may be considering retirement. Before I introduce the new retirees, I know John has already done a part of this, but will you who retired before this year from the Roseville Community Schools please stand? Before this year, all of you, please stand. And remain standing, please. See how good and how wonderful these folks look? Will the 1995 retirees please join this group? Thank you. The retirees we honor tonight, like those from previous years, represent the many components it makes for a school district to function. The primary mission of our schools is, of course, student learning. Students need teachers to facilitate that learning, but they also need safe, clean buildings, transportation, food service, supervision, guidance, folks to pay the bills, issue the checks, and order the materials. The staff of the Roseville Community Schools provides these many services under the direction and with the vision of the superintendent and his immediate staff and an elected Board of Education who set policies to the district. It takes a lot of folks working together to operate this district. Our retirees are teachers, elementary and secondary, counselors, confidential secretary, bus drivers, lunchroom supervisors, principals, and custodians. Our 37 retirees have worked collectively for 1,012 years. On the average, 27.4 years for the Roseville Community Schools. As Becky said, because of the number of retirees here tonight, we'll present some before dinner and the rest after dinner. I'll introduce the retirees here, retirees present tonight in alphabetical order. Our association representatives up here, John Alexic, Roseville Federation of Teachers, David Lawrence, Level 732, and Claudia Barlow, the Principals Association. Could you join me, please? Retirees, when you start up to the podium, please start up to the podium when I call your name. I'll not wait until you get here before I begin to read my introduction. So, audience, if you'll hold your applause until after the presentation, not when I call the person's name, but after we've gone through the whole presentation, hold your applause until then. That'll help us keep the program moving along. We anticipate introducing to you tonight 31 retirees. Sometimes retirees like to say a few words. It's not necessary, of course. But if you choose to, in consideration for those folks who are sitting, would you keep your remarks very brief? Let's see if you followed the directions correctly. No teacher group ever does. My only hope is that you brought your spouses. That they might keep you in line. Brian Bleasdale. In a letter of recommendation written for Brian Bleasdale when he applied for the position of head football coach at Roseville High School, where he had served as assistant coach for 5 years, Bo Schembecker, football coach at the University of Michigan, said, Brian appears to be an outstanding coach, is very dedicated, and gets along well with young people as well as his peers. Throughout his 27 years with the Roseville schools, Brian, Bubba, the PE teacher, the coach, the assistant principal, athletic director, continued to be very dedicated and got along well with young people and his peers. Good coaches break learning objectives into smaller, more easily learned pieces, and through instruction, demonstration, practice, and immediate feedback, assure their charges attain mastery of new behaviors. Brian used those ingredients of coaching, which are the elements of good teaching, in all of his assignments. Mr. Bleasdale received his bachelor's and master's degrees at Eastern Michigan University. Before coming to Roseville in 1968, he served as recreation director at Ypsilanti, coached football at St. John's High School in Ypsilanti, and worked at the W.J. Maxey Boys Training School. In Roseville, he worked as a PE teacher and coach in all the secondary schools, and as a PE teacher in the elementary program. He retired earlier this year as assistant principal and athletic director at Roseville High School. Ryan is married to Carol, a teacher at Fountain Elementary, father of Scott, a Roseville Junior High School teacher, and Chrissy, a student at Macomb Community College. Brian has been enjoying life up north since his retirement. Congratulations to you, Brian. Thank you from the many students whose lives you affected as a teacher, a coach, a principal, and a friend. Thank you from the many adults whose lives you touched, the parents you helped, the teachers you befriended, the fellow coaches in this county who listened to your counsel and appreciated your talents. Our very best to you for a happy, healthy retirement.
I'd just like to say to the entire Roseville community for all the support you've given my family over the years. Thank you very much.
Harold Bodell. The folks at Door Elementary said goodbye to a friend of 8 years when Harold Bodell retired in March as that building's custodian. Harold was born in Detroit, was married to Janet, and has 6 children, 2 sets of twins and 2 singles, who are all married and who have provided the Bodells with 12 grandchildren. The children provided a little notoriety for Harold and Janet. The family appeared in an advertisement for Maytag washers in 1964 that was carried by Life Magazine, Saturday Evening Post, and the Detroit News. Mr. Bodell began working for the Roseville Schools in January of 1985. Besides his 8 years at Door, he also works at Kaiser, Roseville High School, and alumni. His retirement plans include painting, hanging out at the cottage, and traveling anywhere it's warm. Good plan, Harold. He says, the money I make, the people I know, the job I have, I can't complain. He extends his special thanks to the teachers at Door, who he says are exceptional, as is his most recent Door principal, Betty Yee. Thank you, Door staff and parents, from your friend Harold. Thank you, Harold, from all of us for your years of service to the school. Enjoy following the sun. Rodney Bork. Rodney Bork entered Wayne State University in 1955. Usually that's a good teacher trick. If you stop talking, people will listen. Rodney Bork entered Wayne State University in 1955 under the GI Bill after a 2-year hitch in the U.S. Army. He earned his bachelor's and master's degrees at Wayne and continued his graduate study at Oakland University. Rod began his Roseville career in 1958 at MacArthur Elementary as a classroom teacher. He worked in that capacity at Pierce, Greater Gratiot, Patton, and Eastland Elementary. He retires this year from the Compensatory Education Program, Chapter 1, in which he worked for nearly 17 years as a reading math teacher. Mr. Bork taught Roseville children in grades 1 to 10. Tutored, did homebound teaching, taught summer school, and worked in the after-school recreation department program. Rod was active in the Roseville Federation of Teachers, serving as its president from 1965 to 1968. Rod, the musician, drummer, and vocalist, spent 4 years sharing his talents on weekend jobs. He also learned to play the chromatic harmonica, and in retirement, according to Rod, will master that instrument. He plans to form an orchestra for retirees. Retirement, I'm not a hand at Retirement will allow him time to read, expand his knowledge of music theory, and to volunteer as an AARP income tax preparer. I am a candidate for that. Rodney is married to Sydney, the same lovely woman who wouldn't give him a second look when they were in 3rd grade. The Borks have 4 children and 1 grandchild. Congratulations, Rod, on a very successful career. You and your chip training have been an asset to students in the Roseville School. Please accept our very best wishes for a happy and productive retirement. We expect to hear your dulcet tones on the chromatic harmonica, of course, for many years.
Because that's exactly the way I wrote it. The other thing I want to say is that I knew it was time to this morning. And the final thing, ladies and gentlemen, is thanks to the activities of the union over all these years, I feel that if it wasn't for the union and our solidarity, I would not be able to retire at this time with some degree of dignity, and I really feel that strongly.
Sandra Britton has worked as a bus driver and custodian for the Roseville School for 17 years. She retired this year from a custodial position at Roseville High School. She was born in Highland Park, Michigan, is married to Reed, has 5 children, and almost 13 grandchildren. Have we lost Sandy? Oh, here she is. Building a home on a mountain in Tennessee on the Britton Valley Road is a priority in her retirement plans, as is more European travel. In 1984, Mrs. Britton made a trip to Europe to follow in her father's footsteps. Her dad, a World War II soldier, was killed in that war. She learned much about him on that journey, and with her mother stood at her father's grave. She returned to Europe in 1994 and was honored with a front-page article about her in a Dutch newspaper. She also brought back a coat of arms. Her experiences on these pilgrimages were the basis of a short story Sandy wrote of her father's life and in honor of her mother. Sandy says of her Roseville employment, I have worked with a lot of fine people. It's been a pleasure working for the Roseville schools. I've made many close friends. Congratulations on your retirement, Mrs. Britton. We hope your mountaintop Tennessee home becomes a reality soon and that you make many more trips to Europe. Thank you also for the work that you did with the district school improvement team. Our very best wishes to you.
Before I get to Florida.
Carol Chop was hired as an elementary teacher in the Roseville schools in 1969, and after 26 years as a substitute teacher and a full-time teacher at Chippendale, Mountain, and Pierce, has decided to retire this year. Carol received a bachelor's degree from Wayne State University and her master's in Saginaw Valley. She was born in Michigan and has 3 children and 2 grandchildren. Mrs. Chop is an avid reader and looks forward to doing more of that and traveling to visit her children, who conveniently chose as their residences Arizona for Carol's winters and Minnesota for her summers. Among Carol's travels was an Alaskan cruise a few years ago with a group of 20-plus Roseville teachers. She held the distinction of being the only one to come home with less luggage than she took. No, she did not lose any suitcases, but she has a special trick for packing and discarding that routinely makes space for new purchases and allows for natural expansion. I would suggest you talk to her before you leave tonight. Throughout her Roseville career, which began when she was a student teacher at Mildred Kelly's first grade class at George, Carol has continually updated her skills. She has learned to use learning centers, math manipulatives, new reading strategies, and the computer as a classroom tool. Her polite, friendly, professional behavior created a positive climate for learning. Boys and girls in Carol's classes with their parents are appreciative of her efforts. From those children and their parents, Carol's Import-Export Division of the Chrysler Corporation and the Roseville Schools and the School Employees Credit Union. If you remember, when we were in that house on Blum Street in Latin Road, you may remember Pat helping you there. Mrs. Gorney has already begun to enjoy retirement living, so I'm sure she's gotten used to having time to pursue her hobbies, reading, needlework, bowling, walking, shopping, and golfing. She hopes to spend more time with family and friends, to spend summers in Michigan, winters in Florida, California, and Las Vegas. Pat also plans to do some volunteer work at Macomb Hospital, especially fitting into the favorite quotation is, I shall pass through this world but once. If therefore there is any kindness I can show, any good thing I can do, let me do it now. Let me not defer it or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. Mrs. Gorney was born in Detroit, is married to Harry, has 2 children, Ron and Janet, both Roseville High School graduates, 2 grandchildren. She attended St. Augustine Grade School and graduated from St. Benedict High School in Highland Park. She honed her clerical and computer skills at Macomb County Community College and the Macomb Intermediate School District. Congratulations, Pat, on your retirement. Thank you for your many years of service to the community and your considerable efforts on behalf of the Roseville Scholarship Foundation. Your ad-building friends hope you'll find time to stop by often to visit, at break time, of course. Principal. Mr. McLeod was also principal at Braidwood, which Jack started in 1968. In fact, Mr. McLeod was Jack's principal for 21 years. Maybe that's why Mr. McLeod retired. Mr. Jones retired after 37 years of service to Roseville schools and Roseville students. In addition to his classroom responsibilities teaching English to junior and senior high students, Jack used his athletic skills and knowledge of the sports to coach football, basketball, and volleyball. Jack was a popular teacher and coach. His empathy for students and their problems didn't interfere with their existence as they perform in the classroom and in sports. Jack and his new bride, Shirley, were married on February 14th of this year. They will winter in Florida and spend their summers in Michigan. Jack's hobbies, writing poetry, singing, and playing billiards will keep him busy, as will beating or trying to beat Jason, Jeff, and Jerry Rock on the golf course. Mr. Jones has 5 children and 7 grandchildren. He says of his children they are all hardworking with good jobs, wonderful, good-looking grandkids. I'm proud of them and their spouses. His favorite quotation is one by Emerson. The reward of a job well done is having done it. Thank you, Jack, for your many contributions to the students of the Roseville Community Schools. Congratulations on your many years of service. Enjoy a happy, healthy retirement. Enjoy those grandchildren, and with a little bit of luck and some practice, you'll keep beating Jason, Jeff, and Jerry on the golf course.
Rockland, Caldwell, Marston, we've been waiting for Bernie Newmer for this. It won't take me any time at all, but I got to do it. I went home after he said it, and I got a retirees national anthem. And if I'm not too choked up here, I got to put it here.
Put the microphone up
I got 8 fine toes, wiggle in the sand, lots of idle fingers snap to my command, a lovely pair of kick to beat the band. Turn playing the time, it can be fascinating. Add to these nerves that I have come, a voice by gum have I. It's on the whole damn shit. You don't happen to like it, do me? I'll thank you kindly, pass me by. Pass me by, pass me by. If you don't happen to like it, pass me by.
I think they were about to serve dinner, so we'll finish our introduction after dinner.
A couple of sidelights. First of all, I dated Carol once, and Tom fixed me up. Shortly after that, they got married, so that tells you something. Keeping with the theme, I want to thank the Academy for this award. And my producers, my mom and dad, my leading lady, Sandra, who will always be my prima donna, my supporting cast, and when you send 3 kids to school, you know what supporting means. Amy, Sarah, and Andrew. And to my directors, and God, they were directors. Good luck to all, thank you.
Patricia Pett was hired to work for the Roseville Schools in October 1983. For 12 years she has worked here, first as a bus driver, then as a custodian at Dork, Kaiser, Fountain, Roseville High School, and Roseville Junior High. She retires this year as a custodian at Eastland Junior High School. Prior to her Roseville employment, Pat worked as a bus driver for the Holly area schools and was a certified road examiner for school bus drivers for Holly and Milford. She also taught American Sign Language as an enrichment class for 4 years at the Holly area schools adult education program. Mrs. Betts was born in Holly, Michigan, is married to William, has 3 children and seven grandchildren. She says we are a very close family and I'm very proud of them. Patricia has been active in her union, SB 7 Local 32, serving as afternoon custodial steward, chief steward, and president. Her after retirement plans include working part-time as an arbitrator for the American Registry of Arbitrators and to continue to freelance as an interpreter for the hearing impaired. She'll be a busy lady pursuing her hobbies, cooking new recipes, working in her flower garden, and traveling. Living in their Nuevo, Michigan cottage in the summer and living in Georgia in the winter near their oldest son. Pat is looking forward to this new chapter in her life. We all appreciate you. We all wish you we all wish you well, good health, and much happiness in your future. We appreciate all of your efforts on behalf of Roseville students. Thank you. I want to make sure everyone can hear me. Can you hear me, Frank? Where are you? There you are. First of all, I would like to thank Roseville Community Schools for the wonderful and beautiful evening. I really enjoyed myself. My husband, my best friend Bill, my son Billy, and my daughter-in-law Denise, my cousins Marty, Jimmy, and my uncle Ray, my cousin Marilyn, and I want to have everybody notice this. My Uncle Tony and my Aunt Mary are celebrating their 50th anniversary tonight, and they decided to share it with me. Stand up. Here. And all of my wonderful friends over there at table 1. Becky, you took instructions well. I'm not going to take up too much time, but Becky, I'm not going to make it short. When I put on my glasses, you know I mean business. I have a few words that I want to share with the whole community schools here at Roseville. I've met many, many wonderful friends, and I'll have this in my heart forever. The time that I have been down here, I'll never forget. When I say down, because Holly's north. So I composed a little poem. I had this going around in my mind for a little while, and then one night I went home and jotted this down. And it's to the administrators and for what I'll take with me and remember each one of them by. Especially being associated with the union, and John Lippett knows what I'm talking about. Goodbye, Roseville School. Is that appropriate? Now I turn a new chapter in life. I look forward to fun and little strife. As I bid all adieu, I have a few words for some of you. John Clement, now don't you lament. As the man on the board that can lower the boom, John, I shall never forget that afternoon in the boys' locker room. For all of you with a risen brow, John and I have a solemn vow. Joseph Phelan, a man of power and a gentleman the same. Is it really true, Joe, that it's all in the name? Now comes Frank Mancina, showing to be firm and gruff, but in truth, He really is a nice cream pie. Becky Basil, willing to lend an ear for a long while. Becky, I shall never forget that $1 million smile. Then comes Mr. Nasty, better known as Danny. He really enjoyed working off my fanny. Now you know I'd never hurt a feeling. Of course I'll remember you, Blue Eyes John Steelin. Claudia has a side that can really be funny, but certainly frowns if she finds it does funny. The glass apple was so very handy. I want to thank you for that great stash of candy. Now there is Petey, who is such a little sweetie. Yes, and by golly, he sure fears Molly. Those that know Molly, they know what I'm talking about. For all of my co-workers that I have had, leaving you makes me very sad. To keep these administrators on their feet, remember that ASME will never be beat. As I have read this poem from above, I leave with you all of my love. Thank you very much.
I wish I were quick enough on my feet to come up with at least a two-line rhymer, but too late, too little water, too many more to go. Violet Reed. Violet Reed was born in Chicago, received her bachelor's degree at Western Michigan University, her master's at Michigan State University, and her ed specialist degree at Wayne State University. Ms. Reed began her 33-year tenure with the Roseville Schools in 1962 at the Eastland Annex, and has worked since as a counselor at Eastland Junior High, Roseville High School, Carl Bradleck, and retires this year from Roseville Junior High. Vi was a long-standing member of the district testing committee and served as secondary test coordinator. She helped with the development and operation of a highly successful career center at Bradleck and helped annually to develop common course catalogs, an important task when catalogs were used by students in 3 junior high schools and 2 high schools. Don't be afraid to dream. From dreams come the miracles of creation. Vi cited this quotation as one of her favorites. She will have time for dreaming now, and those dreams may help as she pursues her retirement plans of art, music, writing, and gardening. Please accept our thanks, Vi, for your many contributions to the education of Roseville students. For the quiet, unassuming, yet powerful ways you touch the lives of your Roseville School colleagues, students, and parents. Congratulations on your retirement.
Criteria for retiring, and that's when you're old enough to remember the Eastland Annex is no longer there. When you're old enough.
Teresa Waller retires this month as bus driver for the Roseville Schools, a job she's been doing since 1979. She was born in Davisburg, Michigan, is married to retired Police Lieutenant Robert, has 4 children and 4 grandchildren. Son Edward is a fireman in Clinton Township, David a public safety officer in Fraser, Catherine works for Stiles and things for Shores, and Jerome is a computer programmer. Before coming to the Roseville Schools, Mrs. Waller worked for Michigan Bell as an operator and a switchroom helper. Now that all the children are gainfully employed, Mr. and Mrs. Waller plan to build a new home in the slum area and to travel in the winter to warmer climates, I assume. Teresa will pursue her hobbies of cooking and gardening, but since she also lists traveling and gambling as hobbies, I'm also assuming Las Vegas is on the agenda. Or the weather, of course. Her favorite saying is, other things may change, but we start and end with family. Remember, the folks you worked with in Roseville are part of that extended family. Keep in touch. Congratulations.
that several other retirees were not able to attend tonight's program. We wish them the very best in their retirement years and extend our congratulations to Agnes DeMonico, Gary Farnham, Betty Pratt, Ellen Harrison, Marie File, Ralph Winterstrom, Sue Zanger. At the conclusion of last year's programs, I shared some quotations from Life's Little Instruction Book, 511 suggestions, observations, and reminders on how to lead a happy and rewarding life. I'd like to suggest a reconsideration of one I offered. Last year I said, never drive while holding a cup of coffee between your knees. In light of a recent court decision regarding a woman who did just that, sued McDonald's and won big, you may want to reconsider. Don't eat hot chili when you're driving, however. The courts were nowhere near as generous as the lady who sued over her mishap with chili. My quotations this year come from several sources. Let me start with the wit and wisdom of Forrest Gump, that movie that's not making any money. Your chances of winning the lottery get better as you buy a ticket. If you don't know where you're going, you'll probably not wind up there. Nobody ever got into trouble by keeping his mouth shut. That goes for her mouth, too. Dream, but don't quit your day job. If you can't sing good, sing loud. A lot's to be said for the word no. Hear that, Becky? When you feel there is an unfair burden on your shoulders, that's just the way it is sometimes. To save energy, do not go out looking for trouble. Chances are it will find you anyways. When somebody says, I'm here to help you, hold on to your wallet. Do not park in a space that says reserved for sheriff's deputies. Always be able to look back and say, at least I didn't lead no humdrum life. And on a more serious note, retirement does provide time to explore, to dream, to take chances, to reflect. Retirees I know, however, claim their time is filled. They say they are so busy they don't know how they found time to work. So now retirees take time. Take time to think, it's the source of power. Take time to play, it's the secret of perpetual youth. Take time to read, it's the fountain of wisdom. Take time to pray, it's the greatest power on earth. Take time to love and be loved, it's a God-given privilege. Take time to be friendly, it's the road to happiness. Take time to laugh, it's the miracle of the soul. Take time to give, it's too short a day to be selfish. Take time to do charity, it's the key to your happiness. Welcome to the wonderful world of retirement. Do remember your Roseville Community Schools family, the folks you met and worked with here. Come back and visit them. Use your gold card. Will the 1995 retiree stand one more time? Before you leave, I know it's been a long program and you've been sitting for a long time, but if you haven't had a chance to speak to each of the retirees, please find the time to do so before you leave.